The cool thing about Webflow is it allows you to add custom code. I've done many tutorials in the past where you can add a custom code of a Spotify embed, custom code for a specific filter solution, custom code for Calendly embed, custom code for Google Maps, and even custom codes for SEO benefits such as installing Hotjar or Google Analytics or Google Tag Manager and so forth. And in this video, I'm going to teach you how to apply custom code to your Webflow site. There's three main ways, and I'm going to go ahead and outline the pros and cons for each. So the first one is actually heading over to the project settings right here. If you hit site settings, you can also head over to your dashboard, find your project, hit the three-dot icon and hit settings. You go to the same place. Then you'll notice in your settings, underneath the very bottom tag, it says custom code. And this is where you can actually put your custom code. So in custom code, there's actually two areas you can add it. One is the head code and one is the footer code. Usually wherever you're getting the custom code from, it will tell you exactly where to add it, either the head or the footer. If you're still lost, you can go ahead and ask ChatGPT. Otherwise, as a rule of thumb, the header code actually loads before the actual page loads, and the footer code loads after the page loads. I won't get into too much detail about that, but we can go ahead and just paste our code into one of these boxes. Let's say, for example, I have this schema markup code that I just pasted. You can tell all codes open with a opening bracket. In this case, this is a script, and at the bottom, it's ending the script. And I'm pasting this, the head code. I go ahead, hit save, and then I can go ahead and hit publish to select the domains, and the code will be applied through every single page of your website. So that's the main benefit of adding it in the project setting, is that it would affect every single page of your website. Now, if you just have a small website, it probably doesn't matter if you do this. If you have a larger website and a more complicated website with lots of functionalities, adding a code to affect every single page might not be necessary. For example, in my current site, I actually have a code that allows me to filter between different CMS items using FinSuite, filter, and sort. And if I applied this code to every single page of the site, even though I don't use it in every single page, I only use it in this specific page / tutorial, it might slow down my site, for example. That's the downside. The next way to add custom code is to head over to your designer, so your actual Webflow project, and whatever page that you're in, if you hit P for pages, on the right-hand side, you can see all your pages, including CMS pages. You can go ahead and hover your mouse over a page and hit this gear icon. Then, if you actually scroll all the way down, you also have the option to add the header and the body code. But in this case, if you apply it for this page right here, it would only affect that one page and not everything else. So that is the main advantage. Another thing to note, if you actually head over to a CMS page, such as a blog post, you can see right now, if I scroll down, we still have the head and the body, but this will actually affect every single collection page in the website. So for example, if I was to place my schema markup right here, what I could actually do in this specific code is actually highlight a certain text, and I can go ahead and hit delete, and I can actually pull in CMS items right here by hitting add field. And for example, I might put name. That way, this is pulling dynamic content through the CMS. So this is really just a bonus tip, like more intermediate and advanced. You can pull CMS data by doing it through this actual Webflow view rather than the project settings, which you cannot pull in CMS data as easily. Finally, the last way to add custom code is to head over to the plus icon, elements, and you can actually scroll down and we can actually find the custom code embed right here, code embed. We can drag it to wherever we want to put it, and we can go ahead and paste in our code. And I'll hit save and close. And usually what happens is, depending on the code that you've pasted, if it's a script, it won't load. If it's just some custom like div block, CSS styling, it will load in the designer view. But it says this script embed will only appear on the published site. So then you need to publish the site to see that specific code being implemented. Another way you could implement custom code is by adding it to a reusable component. For example, in this website, there's a bunch of pages like a home page, about us, works, services, etc. And they're all using the exact same navbar, which is set in a component. We can see this because it's indicated in green. And if we head over to components, you can see the component is right here in navigation. So if we just double click that green navigation component, we can go ahead and put in that custom code embed. And we can go and paste in a code, for example, a Google Analytics code right here, and hit save and close. Now, what I usually do is I give this a class, always give stuff a class. I usually give it a class of global, and I usually hit this as display none. And that way, this specific custom code, which was a Google Analytics, is being applied to every single page that is using this specific component. I can then hit publish, publish to selected domains. So those are the three main ways to add custom code in Webflow. One is through the project settings, the other is in the pages, and the other is in the designer view itself. Hope you guys found this video super helpful. My name is Derek Su. I'm a Sydney-based web designer and Webflow developer. You can check out more of my videos right here. I'll see you in the next one. May peace be with you.